that I got time. I ain't got the booze, stack with me. Don't come through, the bag in the Jeep. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now the former Bear, this is David Montgomery. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Back to throw, Goff. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Here's the fourth-year man, J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go again with Dobbins. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
Edwards. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jackson going to run. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, here's the option. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication,
there he goes, right side. Able to avoid him. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now here's Samuel on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Samuel. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Goff. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
In motion goes Raymond. 2nd and 10. Goff again. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
At the 36-yard line.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle. It's Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. and it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, Montgomery, and he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Montgomery with a good game there, and he broke 800 yards for the Bears' NFL best ground game last season. Divisional rival Detroit took notice and brought him in to boost their growing offense.
Caught by Montgomery, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a second and 10. Now Goff. And that is incomplete here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Patterson's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Ravens at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 53 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe and that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards.
A 51-yard gain. And the Lions first down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
One out.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins powering his way forward. And down he goes, but he takes watching for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go now. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Huntley looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Warriors 17. 19 Lions. Ready.
Huntley off of play action. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he's got some space here. Loose inside the 30. Odell Beckham. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Flushed out right. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's a 2nd and 5. They find some open field here. And they'll get him down as he inside the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Crack all 80. Cougar 19.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early.
Here we go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let go.
Here's Huntley. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Huntley. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Break.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Mustang 19. Ready.
A final shot before break. Huntley. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Devin Duvernay. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
Talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff now to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Goff. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Louis. Cut.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Out of the gun, Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go. Maverick.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. From the red zone now, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions get a bit closer. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he puts this one through and makes our score 31-10.
Ravens 31, Lions 10. Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the
Patterson back out there to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
at their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hey! 180! 180! Hey!
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10.
Value three. Hey, Shell.
Here's Goff. Throw caught by Raymond. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
A short one there, caught by Likely. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Yo.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Deebo Samuel. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Deebo Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. First down, here's Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Being chased out left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end.
This one, and even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create out. And capitalize with points.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing. Hooker. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. In motion goes Raymond. steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he is going to have the Lions first down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Hooker wants to change the look. 2nd and 6. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to...
And this throw will be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
18, go.
Hooker on 1st down. That is caught by Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Sam Laporta, 43 yards. And the Lions take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Hooker going to try to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Ravens send their punter out now. Comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. First down throw here. It's Hooker.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Ready?
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Seven Pirates.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Cut 19 tight.
Hooker's going to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Dragon 60.
They'll go for it. Hooker. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Here we we go. Strike.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Broncos.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Buffalo 18.
Hooker throwing again on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Okay,
The Lions on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
19, Tiger, 19.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. Hooker now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Hooker. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Hooker. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Let's go now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like.